This is the PLUStainment Show. I don't have a theme song yet, so write me one, yo. Here we are, AJ and Ellen.
Hey, Matt.
How are you? You look smashing.
Thanks so much.
Not smashed. Smashing.
No, I'm not smashed at all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm thinking about it, but...
Hey, speaking about Smash, we've never talked about that TV show Smash, right?
Well, I've never seen it, but by all means, let's talk about something we don't know about. Let's try something new.
Let's try something new. Yeah, Smash. So it's about music theater, or about a Broadway show.
You don't know a thing about it, do you? Or
yeah, it's about a Broadway show.
You don't know anything about it. Name somebody who's in it.
Deborah Messing.
Catherine McPhee.
Deborah Messing, Catherine McPhee, Angelica Houston.
You've got McPhee.
Produced by Spielberg. I don't know what you're singing because you can't be doing all that up.
I said you've got McFever.
I got McSomething, McDermott, McSorley, McDuncan, McDonald, Brian McDonald. I missed that dude. So
here,
what's going on?
I'm gonna make you happy. So because of your incessant whining, I watched your zombie TV show on AMC.
You make it sound like I wrote it, which is great. Thank you.
Yes. And, okay, I'll admit, the very first show, the very first episode, the first 20 minutes, I wanted to catch that fever and be the Walking Dead because I wanted to kill myself. But then it got interesting.
After 20 minutes.
And after the first 20 minutes. And then I could not stop watching it, and I had to curse you every time I wasn't doing something productive. It's like, oh, I got how many more episodes left sitting in Netflix? I have to watch it now. Thanks, Rappaport. Thanks for that. So yeah, now I've seen the whole first season.
You're welcome. So you've seen the first season. You're welcome for that. And so as I Rappaport people into the chat, tell us a little bit about what got you caught up, and what characters you really enjoyed, and don't please.
Well, geez, I can't even remember anybody's name, to be perfectly honest. But one of the guys, he's not too bad looking. It was just interesting. Just some of the situations they put them in. That's all. You know, you got the horrific redneck racist guy who cuts off his hand. You got his redneck brother, it was interesting. It could have been a bit funnier because, you know, Walking Dead could be funnier. But it was well written. It's just maybe if they walked a little faster. That's really my only complaint. And it's not a huge complaint. But it just took a while. So either I got used to the slow pace or they picked up the pace a bit. That's all. And I'm almost through with the season finale of Alcatraz. And if I had the time and inclination, I would just grab every single one of those head things that Sam Neill does, and you could just put it all together, because it's just like shot after shot of him doing that. And when I watched it for like 20 minutes today, and it just cracked me up.
It's funny you mention that, because the guy, the head guy in Walking Dead, the Rick. He always looks at the camera, like when there's a tense moment, he's like very close to the camera. And he's like looking into the camera. Like there's a shot of him.
Yeah.
All dramatic. So he does, every show has those kinds of things, which is pretty interesting. Alcatraz, the only I know about Alcatraz, I know the premise, but I know that the finale did not do too well in the ratings. I believe that they hit the series low for the finale, which is not good when your finale is the least watched show, right?
Yeah. Well, it
was 2 hours, though.
True. But, see, it's really one of those things. You've got the 63 is who they're looking for, and so it's like, well, I guess there are potentially 63 episodes there. But once you figure out how they went from the 60s to present day, the mythology isn't that grand, so it's really a standalone thing, so which actually works better. But still, there's something missing from it. I think it needs more Jorge Garcia, actually, because for me, he is the best part. Yeah, and
do they give him comic relief? Does he get to the funnies?
Yeah, he does. It's the same delivery he uses as Hurley.
He doesn't say dude, though, does he?
Only if I'm not going to say he never said dude the whole season. He could have.
What? Seriously, Jorge? Wait, camera one. Jorge, you just spent like 10 years or 8 years or 7 years saying Dude, do you really want to continue along that path?
Well, and this time he plays a doctor, and instead of having a ratty T-shirt on, he's always got really nice clothes.
Yeah, but for someone that plays it, is he a medical doctor? Because he's a medical doctor.
No, but he also owns a comic book store, and he's incredibly wealthy and very smart.
Wait, he's a doctor that owns a comic book store?
Yes. See? You're intrigued already.
No, I'm sure it's all interesting. Although, so basically, he's basically like Kevin Smith, who I believe you met him today.
Yeah, I believe I met Kevin Smith today.
What are the chances that we went from comic book? How did we segue? But we did. And
we did.
He kind of owns. I think he partially owns Jay and Silent Bob, or fully owns Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash in New Jersey. And there's a Comic Book Men, which is on after Walking Dead, which I haven't really watched much of.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, Kevin Smith has always made me laugh, and perhaps more just him talking, the documentaries he's done. I mean, I've seen most of his films. I mean, I'm taking it back. I'm not even supposed to be here. So many lovely lines. And whenever I think of a donkey, I think of Kevin Smith, Clerks too. But, and by the way, don't ever watch the first 10 minutes of Jersey Girl if you happen to be pregnant, because it's just bad. It'll destroy you.
Can I say without a doubt that I have seen pieces of Jersey Girl on cable, but I always look forward to Kevin Smith, and then Jersey Girl was the first movie where it was like, wait, what is this movie? Didn't make sense.
Yeah, well, just don't be pregnant and then watch the first 10 minutes.
But Jersey Girl is, I haven't even seen, you've seen the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
And
I guess,
so,
yeah, 6
would you say Jersey Girl, so from what you can remember, would you say Jersey Girl has almost no real Kevin Smith humor, or it does?
A little bit. I mean, it's a different type of movie. It's pleasant. I mean, believe me, I've seen horrific films. It's not horrific. It's just, if you're used to things like Clerks, it is not Clerks. And it's a pleasant, innocuous film, and, you know, it is what it is. There's really nothing wrong with it, but Kevin Smith fans who are really hardcore, I'm sure, were really disappointed.
Yeah.
But it should stand on its own as a film, not just a Kevin Smith film.
Yeah, I guess. You make a point. Although, it's interesting to know that there are filmmakers that have a style, and they're like, oh yeah, that's so-and-so's film, where then there are filmmakers that you've never even heard of that direct films, and you're like, that's a good film, and you never even really know who the director is. So, I mean, I don't know which is better or which is worse. I mean,
but you can't.
Sometimes.
Everyone can't be Hitchcock, and honestly, The Birds is not my favorite film, and people love it. So.
Yeah, North by Northwest, I think, is my favorite. So.
North by Northwest and Notorious are my two favorite Hitchcocks. Yeah. But anyway, which reminds me, yes, you were going to say?
You were in mid-sentence, and I know for midlife crisis that I go right. We continue with mid-sentence.
Are you saying I'm having a midlife crisis?
Midlife.
That would piss me off.
Piss you off enough to be in, say, a Tarantino movie?
If Tarantino wants to have me in a movie, I had no idea. Thanks to, I don't remember who posted it, but thanks to Captain Matt Makowski, I didn't know, I'd never seen this bit of video footage of Quentin Tarantino breaking down Top Gun about saying how it's the whole gay and straight thing in the movie. It's like, I never thought of it like that.
Yeah,
and he's right.
Tarantino's like, you don't get it. See, they have like Maverick, right, and Tom Cruise, and like they just want to bone, right? You just like, that was my terrible Tarantino impression, right?
Yeah, it's
pretty bad. He's not Jewish, and I tried to make him Jewy, but he really tries with his voice.
You tried to make him Jewy?
I tried to make him a little bit Jewy. Today's sponsors are Jewy cookies. You don't want to eat them, trust me, not after seeing Glorious Bastards.
Now, speaking of which, we're going to be doing a contest soon, and we're going to call it Seeking Mrs. Rappaport. Desperately Seeking Mrs. Rappaport. I've just decided that. I've just written the movie in my head. Desperately Seeking Mrs. Rappaport.
Now, when you say
not your
Mrs.
mother.
Rappaport, that implies like weddings.
Okay, you don't know. No, okay. Desperately Seeking. Well, will Madonna be in it? I don't know.
How about rap? Can we call her Rap a Chick, or that's not classy?
I don't care.
All right.
I don't care what we call it. But, here's the thing. I want our 5, 6, 7 viewers to see who's in the tri-state area, who is of dateable age for you and appropriate, and must know some pop culture and film, because I think you may be annoyed if they don't know any of your references.
So you're saying anyone between the ages of like 18 and
I don't know.
68,
I don't know your cutoffs.
I think like 18 and 68.
If that's going to work for you.
Well, like, because there are people that are 68 that you never know they were 68, and they could lie to me and say they're like 35, and maybe I'll believe them. It's possible, right?
Mm-hmm. You want to go with that then?
No, I'll go with I think we can lower it from 68. I was being too generous, probably.
Yeah, probably.
And 18 is probably too low for me. I mean, I've dated. Yeah, let's change 18 to 68, and let's make it a little bit. Let's go like, I don't know, 25 to.
What is this?
40.
What are you doing this? What is
This
that?
is because I don't have any numbers. This is me being creepy. I love creepy.
That's kind of revolting. What is
It
that?
is revolting. I never do that. That's me trying to figure stuff out for the.
Like,
Forget it existed. Yeah, so 25 because I don't know if it's 23, 4, 5. They're all the same. Mid-20s.
Okay, let's go for the
mid-40s.
25 to 35-year-old demo then.
All right, that sounds good.
25 to
And
35-year-old.
if you're 23 or 38 and you fit, I'll sneak in.
And when he says you fit, he's not being obscene. We're just there are some certain questions you have to be able to answer regarding.
Oh no, I mean
films.
fit. I mean like fit, like bound chicka what? Anyway, no, I don't mean that.
Yeah. So, what are those things that are very important to you in desperately seeking your new girlfriend?
Well, number one, I don't think dating Captain Matt Mikowski. If you've dated Matt Mikowski, you're out. So let's start with that.
Well, there goes me and Al.
But he dated all the girls in the Niagara Falls region. But you know what? I went to school in Buffalo, so we might have. Wait, how old is Matt Mikowski? He's pretty old, right? All right, maybe not.
Excuse me?
I don't
Have you
mean
not actually seen him?
Older than me is all I'm saying.
I mean, he's barely over 32. What's wrong with you? Have you had your eyes checked lately?
Wow.
I mean, his George Clooney good looks. What's wrong with you? Are you knocking the Mikowski?
You're not too old. I said, it was originally 18 to 68. The rest, Jane made it 25 to 35.
Well, I was just hitting the demo for you.
Listen, age is just a number, right?
Well, they have to be able to count. They have to be able to count. Okay, what else?
No, I
Cat
don't
lover,
know.
dog lover. What movie did they have to? If you say this is my favorite movie in the whole world, and she goes, "Oh, I think that's such crap." I mean, what's the deal breaker here? We need to know what's going on.
If I get into your car, if I get into your car and every single music or CD, do you still have CDs? Do they have CDs still?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
I don't see anybody else here. I don't know who else I'd be talking to. Go with the hands again. Uh-oh. You mean? Yeah, if you have CDs in your car, like Ashley, they're all you have some chick CDs, but if every CD is like Ashley Simpson and
I thought you were gonna say
Miley
Tisdale.
Cyrus.
Okay.
Tisdale, I don't really know that well, but anyway. But if all your music resembles like female pop and boy bands, like if that's your entire taste of music, if you just watch Friends is great,
Okay.
but if all you do is watch
Okay, wait a
Friends and
Let's say the chick is smoking hot, and all she listens to is Miley Cyrus. Okay, that's it. But we're talking smoking, like centerfold smoking. But that's all she listens to. and that's it. That's it. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Well,
what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I'm not in this situation. I'm not sure. There are other aspects that you're leaving out.
No, yeah, I am. I'm just saying. What are you gonna do?
If there's a smoking hot girl that only listens to Ashley Simpson and she's into me, if she's not into me either, then
Okay, sure. She's into you. Sure.
all right.
She's into you.
Then I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe maybe there's other stuff that you didn't say her movies are bad. Maybe she has bad taste in music and her movies are great, right?
Okay.
I could always influence that, or put on my own headphones while she's listening to that. That's not.
Okay, that's very.
It's not like she
giving.
smells like she smells terrible or
What if she does? What if, let's add this, what if she's smoking hot, she's got bad taste in music.
Bad breath, bad BO, I don't know.
No. She just kind of smells a little unusual, but you don't really know what it is.
I feel like we're in So I Married an Expert, or what does she smell like? Soup? She smell like soup?
But everything else about her is great, but there's just a smell, it's a little bit off. It's like, what was that again? Was it, do you not wash? What is that? Is there a...
Well, I understand, like, when you're around Rappaport, that there's certain smells that just happen because of the excitement. The fluids start moving, they start motioning, and all of a sudden there's some sniff action. But more importantly, so get back to us on that. If you want in on whatever Jane Ellen's cooking up here involving me and my dating life or sex life or married life or all that combined, lust, love, I don't know. Some shows it's like, what was it? What's the one with the matchmaker on? The
Chuck Woolery putting 2 and 2 together.
The millionaire matchmaker, that chick who's all like, oh, I'm such a great matchmaker, and I have this great husband who I got rid of, so I'm not such a great matchmaker. Da da da. There go the hands being fucked by hands. But yeah, I mean, like that chick, like she would be terrible to be in a relationship with, and yet she's the matchmaker. I'm sure she's probably okay in bed, but anyway. What does that mean? You started this, Jane Ellen. So getting back to more important thing, Lindsay Lohan, who I probably would not be able to be in a major relationship with, especially because she would. I don't have all the body parts that she enjoys. She's gonna be on Glee.
You can have a blow up one.
Continue to work. Oh, okay, that could work. She's gonna be on Glee, and Whoopi Goldberg, I guess, is already on Glee, and Glee is yet another show for people that watch TV. I don't watch, so...
See, I would think you'd be totally into that. The singing, the dancing, the Liza Minnelli this, the Liza Minnelli that. I think.
Really? Liza Minnelli? What is Liza Minnelli? What happened to Barbara in bed?
An old joke.
No, it is. You know what's funny about Glee, just like Smash? Like, they seem interesting, but... I think I grew out of that. I like musicals are great. I like listening and watching, but... You know, as a kid, one of the first things I was like Miz, and I was like, I can sing the songs and sound decent. I put out a few singing songs today, and I don't know how well they did. I did a little Springsteen for Ryan Van Sickle on the stream, so enjoy that. Because I was born to run for president of the PLUStainment Show. But so, what about you? Have you ever seen an episode of Glee or Smash?
I saw the very first episode of Glee, and then promptly forgot it was even on. It seemed amusing. The guy teacher looked pretty bangable. That's about it.
Matthew something. His name's Matthew, I think, right?
I'm sure it is.
Matthew Morrison. There it is.
That's why he looked bangable. Because he was a Matt.
Yeah.
Just like Captain Makowski.
Captain Rappaport. Captain Port. So I didn't plus tag it. I have to plus rapid tag people. That's the other thing. So the thing about broadcasts, if you're watching YouTube, thanks, is that while we're here and doing our show, there's no way to really invite people. They can only invite people into the Hangout, not necessarily to see the broadcast, which they need to definitely work on. But I don't know. We've never done that. We've never randomly invited people in. We don't have to start now, but maybe in the future. I know you're dying for Makowski to get in here. But, so...
You know, he's got people to save, and he's
busy. He saves so many people. So wait, let's go back to for a second. So the dude, this guy gets out of his seat in the middle of the flight, they were in midair, right?
Did you not see the news story?
Is this real, or are you trolling me? What's going on?
He flies JetBlue all the time. There's even footage of him flying it in his stream.
Okay, so how is there footage from his iPhone or something?
No, something when he was flying. Right. Somebody took footage. So what happened was something was wrong with the captain, and so they looked to the passengers.
So basically,
I mean, it wasn't his regular.
I have a question. Don't they have co-pilots? Like this?
Yes, there was a co-pilot. Yes.
He could not fly the co-pilot.
Now that I can't answer that. I don't have all of that information.
Okay.
But yes, there was a co-pilot, and then they locked the actual captain out of the cockpit.
Was he like arrested?
Do you like gladiator movies? But they locked the captain out, and then there is footage of the passengers restraining the captain who was having some sort of meltdown, and then he was, after the plane was landed, he was taken off and, you know, he was tied down to a wheelchair and everything. There was something awry with him.
Well, I yet to see. Oh, takeoff in JetBlue's. It says A320. It says simulator.
Of course, that's his simulator. But I'm talking about the news story that was within the past 24 hours.
Well, I guess it didn't make Matt Mikowski. Oh, Matt Mikowski hit his numbers, so I can't tell how popular he hasn't become. But no, I'm sure he's great. Matt Mikowski, great. You saved some lives. I'm still not sure whether to believe Jane Ellen. I feel like I'm being majorly trolled here.
Just your expression's gonna kill
in.
me the rest of my night.
Oh my God. All right, so Matt Mikowski, you're a hero. The co-pilot was smashed. Something's wrong with the captain, and the co-pilot was smashed. All right, Matt Mikowski, did you by chance have a Snickers bar on this flight? Did they offer that to you as a reward, or? So Lindsay Lohan gets to keep acting and working. She's been in jail. She gets to steal. She gets to drink.
Wait a minute, she's still in jail?
No, not anymore. But
she's out of jail.
She gets to do whatever she freaking wants. That seems like it, right?
Well, no, maybe. Maybe she is the girl you're looking for.
Really? Because she's from Long Island, too.
Uh-huh.
Fellow Long Islander Lindsay Lohan, if you're out there, I'm just not interested. Just not really interested in you at all.
But maybe
if her name was Lindsay Highland instead of Lowland, you know.
The Highlander, there can only be one. Right. So this has been quite a show. Do we have anything else we need to hit? Dancing with the Stars.
We didn't even talk about Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, okay.
Your favorite show?
Well, I dug the Tina Turner business that Sherry did, because that's hard to do. I've had to do a Tina Turner thing myself. It's really not that effective when I do it, but I've had to do it, and it's a hard thing. Mm-hmm. And a lot of head shaking going on, and she was pulling off the attitude. Of course, Max was...
What's wrong?
He gives me a case of the vapors.
Uh-oh, that sounds serious. I'm about to call in Dr. Mikowski. He'll solve that issue. Hey, what are you a doctor of? Really? So Dancing with the Stars.
You ought to see him operate.
Yeah, because that just wasn't funny. What? You got me back. So I had a link open because I was busy being an uncle. I had some babies being born. Telephone or
no, that's my tablet is buzzing because maybe it has information on it. See, there are people who don't know I'm doing a show who are sending me stuff. Oh, by the way, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, so I'll mention it. I get the craziest remarks on Facebook Messenger, all from people who are not my friends, saying things like, "Hey, baby," and then it takes off from there. It's so bizarre.
What about on Google Plus too, or just?
No, it rarely happens on Google Plus. It's all on Facebook. Yeah, I got one this morning, and like the guy had some weird made up name like Baby CC something. I think I'm not even going to look at your profile to see what kind of moron you are. I'm just going to continue to.
You realize Baby CC was just me trolling you? What?
Oh, okay. Well, I ignored you.
Okay, thanks. No, it wasn't. So Dancing with the Stars, real quick. So there's a bunch of dancers and a bunch of stars, and I couldn't even tell you.
Okay, go through just a few, and I'll tell you.
Rushan Fagan and Chelsea Hightower. Which one of them is the star?
Okay, Chelsea Hightower is the star. What are the other names?
Okay, so Sherry Shepherd I know. That doesn't matter. Yeah. Melissa Gilbert I know.
Yeah.
Jack Wagner I know. Do you find Jack Wagner attractive?
He's all right.
All right.
I mean, he's not hideous. He just kind of is. He's no Mikowski, but...
Oh, well. Gladys Knight I know. Katherine Jenkins, she's a star?
Sure. I don't know who she is.
See,
that's why I should be on the show. Because I have as much cachet as they do. I have no idea who they are.
LaJella White, everyone knows as Urkel.
Maria... Yeah, you must love that. Shriver? What?
Maria Menounos?
Yeah, she's somebody, but I don't know from what.
Martina Navratilova we know is a tennis player. So
she's not just a tennis player.
Go on.
She's a highly successful tennis player.
Okay.
I'm not going to walk that road.
No, but I think it's interesting that they have athletes. Are athletes stars? I mean, they're celebrities, but it's not Dancing with the Celebrities, it's Dancing with the Stars, right?
Well, I guess it depends on your definition. Dancing with the Celebrity has too many syllables.
Yeah, and also Celebrity Apprentice, and those people, that's another story, so they're not, couldn't tell you. Anyway, Donald Driver, he's a wide receiver, and Gavin DeGraw, we know, is a singer.
He's a singer, yeah.
William Levy, I'm not sure I know who he is.
I don't know either.
So, there's all, let's see, we didn't know 1 out of 3, 4, 2 out of 5, 2 out of 6, 2 out of 7, 3 out of 8, 3 out of 9, 3 out of 10, 11, 12. So 4 out of, 13 people? We didn't know. Okay, so we knew 9 people. But out of all those people, a star? I don't know. I don't know if I would call any of them a star. Gladys Knight, maybe.
Oh, well, sure, Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight. I think Gladys Knight is the only person on this list that I would call a star. Is that sad?
But still, as I told you before, it doesn't matter because the professional dancers have outstarred many of them. I don't give a rat's ass who is on it as long as Maxim's there and his almost equally hot brother, and the chicks are gorgeous, and I don't care.
Right.
I want to see the sparkly clothes. I want to watch the dancing, and I want to see whether they can do it or not. That's all. And I will judge. I will be judgmental.
But why do you? So it could be anybody. It could be random people you've never even met.
I would get just as much pleasure
dancing, and you would sit there and watch it the same. The idea that these are.
I have done that.
Stars. Have you? Okay.
Yeah, I have. I have done that. Yeah. Of course, I've done that. I haven't done it lately.
Not lately.
I have done that.
Dancing with the Stars right now. Call it. Who's winning Dancing with? Pick somebody. Sherry Shepherd.
No, I'm not ready to call it. You got to give me a few more weeks, and I'll tell you why.
I
never.
I want a dark horse. Give me a dark horse. Give me someone. Say someone. Give 2 people. 3. You get 3 people.
Jeez.
All right, here they are.
I'm running.
Roshan.
Okay, one of the athletes.
So Donald Driver or
just pick one. Doesn't matter to me. Well, see, it all depends. This is how I pick them, and I can usually always get the final 3. It depends on their fan base, because even if the person, okay, they can't majorly suck, they'll be gone. But if they're not that good, if their fan base is strong, their fan base will keep them on there. So that's how I call it. It's not who's the best dancer, because the best dancer doesn't necessarily win.
So there's a score and there's a total. Score would be what they had this week, and total is 2 weeks?
Yes.
So the best score this week was Roshan Fegan and Chelsea Hightower, as well as Catherine Jenkins and Mark Ballas. 2 people that I had no idea. I don't know who these people are. They have the best score.
Wait a minute. Yeah, Chelsea. Yeah, okay. I can see that. It really depends on if, by the way, if the people are matched well and if they have a good screen chemistry. Because some of them just don't look good together. I don't remember who it was, but someone was paired with an athlete, and he was so tall that they just, every time they danced together, they simply looked awkward, which wasn't their fault. They were the height that they were. But they just didn't look good as a pair because of the height difference. And so it really depends on that and their fan base. And then if you have someone who starts losing weight and it's noticeable, oh, people totally get behind that. It's like, oh, keep them on. It looks like they've lost 25 pounds. They get, it's a big rush for some reason. I just want to see Max not button his shirt. I don't really.
Wow. So then basically Dancing with the Stars becomes a hybrid of Biggest Loser.
Yes. That's why some people want to go on it.
Wow, like Sherry Shepherd, who loses weight, and I think she's always, every year she has a new, I'm going to lose X amount of pounds, and then she gets back, da-da-da. But,
yeah.
So,
point, Kirstie Alley.
Yeah, exactly. Fat Actress is a show.
Which, by the way, was hilarious. Yeah, that was one funny show.
Yeah, she had Travolta on there, because Travolta and her, Lippy's talking. That was reviving his career too.
So that's why I'm not ready to call it yet.
All right, so we'll wait on you calling it. Although I'd like you to give me someone next week.
Okay.
No
okay.
pressure.
I'll give you someone and deliver a girlfriend. Okay.
Oh, well, at the same time, and it doesn't have to be a girlfriend, just someone that.
Oh, a guy? You'd go to both ways? What? That really opens it up.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Bring them all on. Let me talk to everybody.
I mean, Ryan Van Sickle is pretty. He doesn't roll that way either, but still, he's...
Oh, Jane. That's my terrible Ryan. I don't have it in me tonight. And I don't want it in me. What? Where are we going with this? Hunger Games. I'm not hungry for that, but Hunger Games was the big movie that everyone's talking about.
You know what I read? They're complaining that the lead chick does not look hungry enough. She didn't look emaciated enough to be...
She's crazy skinny.
No, honestly, that's what the critics are saying. The Hunger Games is about all these emaciated teenagers, and she does not look like she's been starving. She's too curvy, is what they said. And I thought,
Wow.
I believe that's a bit appalling.
It is to call her curvy. Well, so, yeah. And you know what's funny? The people that are saying it are probably like these really fat people, like large men. Anyway, I have no idea. And there's nothing wrong with that. You could be any size you want. So, Hunger Games is going to be, is a trilogy, and I didn't read the books. People, obviously, the books are 9 times out of 10, the books are better than the movie, or 10 times out of 10, right?
Usually.
So I did see Winter's Bone, when she was...
Bone what? You're boning what? Explain
Yes, that was all the jokes. I was boning someone in the winter named Jennifer Lawrence. So it goes, I guess maybe I'll see the movie. I don't know. Kimmel hosting the Emmys. Do you care? Doesn't matter. Does it? What? Neil Patrick Harris, were you fired?
He did a great job hosting.
I guess he was sick of it.
Well,
no one really wants to host these things. It's a lot of work for little praise.
Yeah, you're gonna get trashed by everybody, most likely. I would imagine it's very difficult to prepare for that. I mean, Bruce Valanche can only write so many jokes. So
many gay jokes. What? Yeah, when I think of Bruce Valanche, I don't even think Oscars. I can only think Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood Squares.
So is that? And then speaking of Hollywood Squares, Tom Bergeron, host of Hollywood Squares and Dance with the Stars.
See, you do know something.
Wow. Yeah, and before Tom Bergeron, wasn't there another guy, John Davidson, or?
Yes, John Davidson used to host. But
is he still with us?
I believe he's still with us. And before John Davidson, it was.
Burt Lancaster. I have no name. I probably.
Wasn't it Gene? No.
Was it Gene Wilder? No, Gene.
Not Gene Wilder. Wasn't it Gene Rayburn? No. Gene Rayburn? Am I right? No. Am I making that name up?
I think you are. I thought John Davidson was the original, no?
Hollywood Squares? No.
It's been going on for years.
It's been going on since before Makowski broke the sound.
No, wait, why do I think Wright was on the original Hollywood Squares? Probably.
Paul Lynde was in the original Hollywood Squares.
Oh, God.
He was in the center.
Paul
but he wasn't the host. Uncle Arthur. Anyway, that's our show for today.
It's basically our show. Game of Thrones and the Killing on Sunday. I'm excited about that. I have another person to attend first, and then I'll be watching the premieres. So we'll talk about that. I don't know if you... Game of Thrones and the Killing, your season 2. Did you... I don't know.
I haven't done the first year yet. But, I'll get to it first season. But
and I feel bad about Mad Men, too. That we didn't... I mean, we should probably... If you watch Mad Men, please let us know. I'm sure it was really good. It's like season 5, 6, 5.
And so you've never seen it? So why should you feel bad?
No, I've seen Mad Men. I think it's decent, but I feel like I never was so like, oh, I need to find out what happens with Don Draper. I just was like, a couple guys drinking, smoking. Everyone keeps saying it's like Friday Night Lights. Everyone's like, oh my God, it's so amazing. And I was like, watch it. I was like, all right, it's those shows that are just about like. It doesn't feel like there's a story. It just feels like we're watching people kind of grow up, if that makes sense, versus watching more of a plot-driven thing. Like, when the premise is just like, all right, there are people living together. And it's not sitcoms are one thing, but when it's just like a drama where people are just hanging out, I don't know. I like there to be a premise for more than like, oh, they're in an ad agency and they all kind of smoke and drink and cheat on their wives, And I guess you could say that about Sopranos, but I feel like with Sopranos, at least every season there was, I guess there are, I don't know, maybe, that was, maybe I'm just, there were gangsters in the ad agency. That might work better. They probably are gangsters. All right, anyone to go? Let's see. Thanks for everyone for watching. I don't know. Feel like we covered nothing and everything at the same time.
So basically a typical show.
Basically.
Yeah, I think it was fabulous. Again, if you are available to date Matthew Rappaport, please, you can contact me on Google+. Why'd you black out?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do that?
That was so irritating. Don't do that to me. It was like hanging up on me on a home phone. You don't do that to Miss Ellen. Oh, no, you don't.
Uh-oh. Oh, well, that's why I went black, because once you go black, you always come back. I've
never heard that before.
So, Miss Ellen,
yeah, so just contact me and I'll start arranging things,
So what she's going to do is she's going to make a circle of all these women that are right for me, and then maybe...
Yes, we'll invite them on the show, and then they'll be interviewed.
Maybe you can all be helped as well. But the New York area,
you have to be...
State.
It has to be somebody within your vicinity.
Well, if you happen to be a female that's well off that wants to fly to me...
Oh, sure. I mean, if you live in Dubai and you want to fly every weekend, that's fine, because you can. Go ahead. If Mikowski's flying the plane, good. Okay, have it. He'll save you.
If Mikowski's flying the plane, ask for Snickers. It'll satisfy you.
Because potato.
During the flight. Nuts. Well, that's our show. Hopefully we'll be back next week. Usually we do Monday. It was my fault because a second baby I was in the hospital with, who's doing okay.
By the way, these aren't his spawn. They're his relative's spawn.
Yeah, nephews, cousins, nephews. They're cute. I would love to show you when I get the permission to show you, probably. Which probably won't happen.
Yeah, it won't happen.
Yeah, that's another thing too. How do you feel about your kids
I don't let them go on. They're not on the internet.
So do you think it's wise not to put your baby's pictures on Facebook?
Yeah. Because unless it's completely private. I mean, that's a totally different thing. I mean,
right, private. Yeah.
If you actually know who is on your Facebook, or if you're just sharing in your Google Plus circle to some people, sure, that's.
But let me ask you this: if you put a picture of your baby on Facebook and everyone can see it, what is the damage? Tell me.
Well, it all depends on that. Do you also check in? Does everyone know where you are? Do they know where the baby is? Is the baby marketable? Is the baby are you in an area that it's worth relieving you of the baby? Kidnappings do occur. Or maybe somebody just doesn't like you, and they want to know that you have a kid and how to get to you.
I'm just saying there's got to be easier ways to find babies if you really are looking to find babies. That's all I'm saying. Chances are... Really?
You're way too trusting.
But I probably won't put my baby's picture on Facebook.
Now your relatives will change their mind. Like a year from now, those kids won't look like they do in these newborn pictures, and the moms will go, "Oh, they don't even look like that. Go ahead."
All right.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind to put a picture up now, but my oldest child is almost 7. You're not going to recognize her from a newborn picture. So. What do I care?
That's exciting. And for those of you watching on YouTube, our entire thread, if you come to our thread, is all about poop. And who can we thank for that? We can thank El Gray, and we can thank Matt Mikowski, so probably Jane Ellens. Thank you for the poop monster.
Because potato.
Wow. I'm scared to even know all your references. I mean, I leave you alone with Mikowski for a week, and then now it's like months, and now you just turned into someone I don't recognize as much. It's all Mikowski. You're all Mikowski'd. I don't know.
Once you've been Mikowski'd, it's like a magical spell.
I guess. So are you jealous that more than one person likes Mikowski?
Oh no, he's shared. No, he's shared. Everyone, we share.
Now, would you guys all be in like a Mormon thing with Mikowski, or?
I think we're all trying to work all that stuff out.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds interesting. I mean, and again, not all Mormons do that.
No, not all of them do that. I am aware of that.
A very small. You are, but I want to make sure everyone knows that I know that I'm not making any
I think he's just trying to work out if his wife will actually let him have a harem elsewhere.
Does it scare you that he has a wife?
No. Should it?
I don't know. Should he be able to do all this fun stuff with you guys, even though he has a wife?
I don't see why not.
I don't
We're
know.
fun.
Okay.
She could join in as far as I'm concerned.
El Grey's been WET since she met him. I'm scared about that. Matt Mikowski was a black market baby, not a shock. That explains the Snickers.
El Grey is hilarious.
Everyone's a billionaire.
So yeah, that's we've had a terrific show. At
Yeah, great show.
least we had Elle and Captain Mikowski.
And Bobby Joe stepped in at the end.
Oh, Bobby Joe, hello.
Hello, and Modus Jones was here, and
Nice. Hi.
Anthony Feliciano joined us with his
Hey, we did have our 4 people.
Jason Salas and Lane Lindsay, and then we had a +10, and 10 people love us. 90 comments, mostly about poop, which is great. Potato, all the things. You say Mr. Potato or Mr. Poophead, I don't know. Thank you, Jane Allen, as always. We'll be back Monday, April the 2nd. We won't be playing an April Fool's joke on you.
No, we won't.
And by the way, look up Matt Mikowski. Here he saves people for a living. If
He
you like
saved
that
me.
kind of thing.
So he can save you too.
I hope so.
He
Does he live near you? Is that what it is?
I can't reveal any more information.
All right.
He's a pilot. That's all you need to know.
Wow, I'm scared. So next week we'll be talking about The Killing and Game of Thrones premiere in April. I don't know what else is happening in April, and we'll be talking more. I'm sure Mikowski and El Grey will be here. Will you? So you should be here.
I'll be here.
Jane Ellen, of course, Miss Ellen. And if you want to apply to be whatever.
Yeah, if you want to apply to go out with Rappaport, just get in touch with me.
Yeah.
We'll come up, Mikowski and I will come up with a list of questions for him.
You can touch them. Yeah, if you want to. I heard you can +1 touch them.
Oh, okay. That'd be nice.
We don't have a theme song to go out, so.
Yeah, what's up with that, Ryan? Loser.
Wow.
I want a theme song now.
You're gonna attack my brother? That's my brother. Yeah, Ryan. What the hell? Ryan, do something. Play us.
I want a theme song now that features mostly me, but will also mention Matthew, because he's desperately seeking Mrs. Rappaport.
Wow. Sweet Jane, you are so something.
To the moon. All right,
Good
that's
night,
the show.
everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Ending broadcast in 5, 4, 3, 2. Ryan, it's a go write a song. Bye.